Time to start playing some Phoenix Wright. Gasp, gasp. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death. Despair. Oh, he's in despair. The current states of affairs have left him in despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Is that sensible, Sensei? Nick. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, Larry. Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. This guy is definitely clueless about what's going on. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. This is a horrible last name. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, just his terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. I'm about to do terribly, if there's any questions. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. I'm gonna forget that last name. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one, but I read the case report covered so many times. It's... wait, uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I found a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button and check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Alright, let's take a look. Cindy. Cause of death. Blood trauma. Loss of blood due to blood trauma. And the attorney. Okay, well, Cindy. So hopefully, if we go back. Well, that was... I didn't really need to check that, but it's good to look anyway. Cinderblock's not really somebody in this yet, unless Larry's into that sort of thing. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. I found it lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Alright. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. So we have that in the blunt trauma. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I mean, he's already in despair, so... this is not going to go well. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I was dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. A little twitch. Oh, that's a nice little twitch. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts. What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She in Paris to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, he has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Let's stop him. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof. He's in physical pain from that rebuttal. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. I'll pause this before the next question.